Swerving, how you look so perfect when you worst it. Double C it curses, you deserve it. Niggas in your DM, they be thirsty.
Hey guys, it's me Melody, and today's video is gonna be on high school tips and advice for your senior year. Yes, your senior year. So we're just gonna get right into the video, but don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I mean, you're already here, so go click that button and let's get right into the video. Okay guys, so the first thing I can tell you is set aside money for your senior dues. I would plan it before school. Better, the earlier the better. What I personally did was I found a job to be able to have money when it came to the time to pay my dues and have the money for the senior dues, because there are dues. Like, no matter who you are, what type of senior you are, it doesn't matter, you have to pay dues. Your senior year is almost like the most expensive year of school. I mean, yeah, because you have to pay certain dues. Every school is different, so I can't speak on that exactly how much. So yes, but you do have to save money for your senior dues, so do that, because I understand everybody's not in the same situation. So like I said, save money, know that you gotta pay money, do what you can to pay that money and get that out of the way. The second thing that I can tell you is fill out college applications. You can do it. It's best to do it in the beginning of the year. I wouldn't recommend doing it at the end, because then you're going to be rushing. You don't know what you're going to do. I mean, there's not really a rush to it, but it's best to do it early. You don't have to necessarily know exactly where you want to do, what you want to do, or where you want to go, but it's good to fill out applications. And yes, that's it. That is if you're planning to go to college. Again, college is not for everybody. Tell you the truth, it's really not. You can be good in life, successful, get to the goals that you want to be in life and do in life, and you don't have to go to college. But I am going to college, and I can tell you that filling out your application is important. Like I was saying, I filled out my college application. I filled for one place, and I was done. But I filled my application, I believe, in the middle of the year, and I was ready. I was accepted. I was ready to start, and all I needed to do was graduate and just wait till school started, and I had that out of the way, which is the best thing to do. You want to have that out the way so you don't have to be rushing and figure out, what am I going to do, how am I going to do it, when to do it, how am I going to do it. It's a lot of things. And that's why you do it in school, because it's the best, because you have people that can help you there. You have your guidance counselor, teachers, administrators, or whatever the case might be. So do that. The next thing I tell you is fill out for FAFSA. Don't wait till the end of the year to fill out for FAFSA, or the middle year. The earliest that you can fill out for FAFSA is the best. FAFSA is financial aid, which is free money for school. It is money that you don't have to pay back. Loans are not a good idea unless you I could say if you get a loan, it must be because you really need, you have no other choice, way, or form for money for college. But I suggest do not get a loan, because you have to pay that money back. And imagine, if you didn't have money in the start, you're going to be struggling to pay that money back, because we're not talking about $20, $400, $300. We're talking about thousands of dollars. So I suggest to not do that. Fill out for your FAFSA. I filled out for my FAFSA as early as possible as I could, and then towards the end of the year I found out that I was actually going to get the money and I'm covered for school, which is the most important, because what would you want out of pocket when you don't have money, or maybe you do have money, but still that's several $1,000s. Again, we're not talking about hundreds, we're talking about thousands. Or free money that you're going to get paid to go to school, to get your stuff for school paid, and it's like a breeze when you don't have to worry about, oh my God, how am I supposed to pay for my classes? How am I supposed to pay for books? I don't have money. I'm a college student. I don't have money. I'm not the doctor I want to be yet, and I can't pay my money. I'm not the whatever that you want to be yet to be able to get all that money. That's why you need it. So that's very important. The next thing I can say is know the requirements that you need to have. In my case, I had to have 3.5 credit of online classes to complete. Keep in mind, I have a full set of classes in school already. That means I had to add it's like pretty much adding 3 extra classes, 3 or 4 extra classes online, which is a lot because each of them have 2 segments, depending on what you are doing in your class. So that is something you need to know. I also had to pass this PERT test, which comes to the next one. Pass your test as early as possible because it will get you back towards the end. So yes, you have to worry about the SAT, if not the ACT, and in my case, in my school, where I go to school, the PERT, if you do not pass the FSA. So, in my experience, I had a little struggle with this. Not in the case of the SAT and the ACT, but in the case of my PERT test. I had no way, shape, or form that I could pass the FSA math test. If you know one thing about me, I am terrible. When I tell you terrible in math. I've always been, and I still am. But I got my way through it somehow. But I had a lot of struggle with that. And this goes with all the tests. This is where the senioritis starts coming. This is when the stress starts coming. This one, everything starts falling on you when you have to worry about all these tests. I tell you the truth, and with past experiences, I know it might be hard and stressful when you can't pass the test the first time. You know, you take your test, you try hard, and then you get your test back and you didn't pass. I know how it feels. I've taken this math test around 12 times before I can actually pass it. Or any test. It doesn't matter what test it is. Your SAT, ACT, doesn't matter. It can take a while before you pass it. It doesn't matter how long it takes you to pass it. That's why you have a whole entire school year for this. You study hard. You focus yourself. You do whatever you can to pass this test. You do whatever you can. It doesn't matter if you have to take the test 30 times. It does not matter. And nobody should say anything otherwise because it really doesn't. In my opinion, it doesn't. Because at the end of the day, as long as you tried hard, and even if you had to do it 50 times and that 50th time you passed it and you can walk that stage and get your diploma, that should be your biggest achievement ever. It doesn't matter how much times you did it. It matters that you passed it at the end of all these tries and could actually graduate. So don't worry. Just try hard, study hard, do whatever you possibly can, and you will get it and you will pass it and you'll be happy and you'll have one of your requirements and one of your things that you have done closer to be able to graduate. The next thing that I can think about is the events. Yes, your senior year is supposed to be, besides the stress and everything, it should be the funnest year. You have your senior events, you have your senior, like for me it was senior picnic, senior breakfast, your grad bash, all of that. Yes, it is the most exciting, and you don't want to put that to waste. You want to be in everything that you possibly can your last year of high school. This is your last year. This is the year you literally take everything, you wrap it in a box and you tie it with a bow and you just throw it out there. It's your last year. It's your last time. It's like the last time you're in school, in high school actually, and you're off to college and starting your actual life and doing what you want to do in the future and all of that. So yeah, have fun, be on events, but again, balance everything out. Never forget about your schoolwork. Don't procrastinate, because I'm telling you, it will hit you in the back of your head. Because I had a lot of online classes, and on top of that, all these classes that are worried about this test. Like I'm telling you, your senior year is the stressfulest year ever. To be honest with you, I don't wanna put your senior year down. I don't wanna say that, but it comes together in a package. You have to work hard for what you want. If you want your diploma, if you want to walk down that stage, if you want to feel proud, if you want to say like, dang, I worked so hard. I had to do all these things. It was so stressful. I had fun with my class, like the class, like your graduating class. I had all these memories, but at the end of the day, no matter how much stress and how much times I wanted to give up, I didn't, and I got my diploma. That's what you want to say in the end. That's what you want to, how would I say it? That's what you want to put in the big screen, like, you know, like I did it. Like no matter what, I did it. So the next thing I could also tell you that I think personally is a good thing to do. Go to a teacher that you're really close to, one of your favorite teachers, and you ask your teachers for anything. And like in my case, I had two favorite teachers, my economic teacher and my liberal arts teacher. They were the best, and they helped me so much, especially towards the end, and pretty much the whole entire year. But especially towards the end when we're, how would I say it, when we are graduating. Because school doesn't really teach you everything in the aspect of what to do when you graduate. Because yes, school teaches you, they get you ready to graduate. They get you ready to graduate. Get you the requirements, get you everything to graduate, to get the diploma. But they never teach you about what's after the diploma, which is the most important part. Because like you graduate and then you're finishing, like, well, what's next? Like, I don't know what's next. And like nobody knows really what to do. So I knew this because a lot of people, I've heard it, and I was like, this can't happen to me. And I, like, my teachers helped, not just me, they helped our class. So we went to the teachers, and they taught us everything that they could about financing, about saving, about so many things, about finding jobs, making our resume nice and appealing, and everything that we needed to know, and about life in general, because life does change when you graduate. You might not think it changes in the beginning, which I'm in the beginning state pretty much, because it's only been 2 months and we're pretty much, everybody's in summer vacation. But it does change because it's a different life. Like I said, you got to figure out what you're going to do in your future, and you got to start that journey to bring yourself to what you want to be in life, because this is pretty much where life starts. This is the starting of life when you graduate. So that's that for that one. The next thing I tell you is, okay, you got all your requirements. I understand once you have all your requirements, it's not pretty much it. Like, okay, my requirements is I had to do all these online classes, I had to do this, I had to do that, pass my test, blah blah blah, whatever. But you have like 8 more classes that you forgot about that you have in school. You can never forget about what you actually have as your priority. I mean, all of it is your priority, but remember, you have classes in school that you go to obviously every day that you have to worry about. You have to worry about each one of those classes, each one of your grades, each one of those final exams, which are very important, because if you don't pass class, you don't get a credit, and if you don't get that credit, you can't graduate. It's just simple as that. So yes, you want to balance out everything. You need to balance out days that you need to do anything, any work, any homework, study for any quizzes, anything that you need to do for all of your classes, because every single one of your classes is important. That is what goes towards your GPA. Any class, don't matter if it's electives, anything extra, but it is a grade, it is a percentage, it goes into your GPA, and it does go into your transcript. It shows what you did. So I would suggest that you get a certain day, you sit down, do everything that you need to do again for all of your classes. That should be your main priority. Don't slack and turn in everything late and just not pay attention, because at the end of the day, when those tests and quiz come, you're gonna be messed up. Like, you're not gonna know what to do, which comes to the next thing, which is know your deadlines. Know your deadlines for everything, even if it's for your senior dues, for the FAFSA I was talking about earlier, for assignments, for study guides, whatever the case might be. Just know your deadlines. Always turn in everything on time. Never be late, because it's not good. You want to inherit good habits. You don't want to end your senior year with bad habits. Inherit those good habits to finish your senior year strong. And it also will help you when you start college or do whatever you're planning to do. It will help you. You want to do everything you possibly can to have a successful senior year. So with this comes your graduation day. So you finally had everything. You have all your requirements. They signed off that paper and it's your last day of school because seniors do leave early. So it's your last day of school and you're like, oh my God, I'm out of here. Like, I'm done. Like, boom. Like, you're gonna miss it. And this is the sad part because I never knew I was gonna miss school. I never knew I was gonna miss school because, like, you're used to, like, finishing school at summer vacation and you go back. You miss it. But you finished, you did everything you were supposed to do, you worked so hard. Yes, it takes a lot of courage, it takes a lot of patience, which I don't have, which I learned to have in my senior year. But this goes to all of the people that are going to be seniors and that are upcoming seniors, or, you know, also soon to be seniors. This is a video for everything that has to do with seniors. Doesn't matter if you are a senior or going to be a senior, even if you're going to be a senior in like 5 years. This video is so you know, so you have somebody to listen to and someone to help you understand what's gonna come and what you need to know and everything that you need to prepare and everything that you need to think about and put in your mind and just get ready. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and let me know if I missed anything. I will be happy to answer any questions that you had, guys have. And yes, so I'll see you guys in my next video. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I see you guys in my next video.
Curvy little body, love your surface. Yeah, I'm alone, your body make you nervous.